Everyone in tech loves to toss around the term sandboxing when it comes to AI. It sounds clever, futuristic, and just safe enough to make us feel like someone has things under control. A sandbox, after all, is where kids play without breaking the furniture or tracking mud into the house. For AI, the concept is similar. Wall off new systems. Let them run in a controlled environment and learn how they behave before anyone lets them loose on the public. Sounds smart, right? And to be fair, sandboxing can speed up innovation. Developers get to test wild ideas without worrying about immediate compliance with every regulation. Policymakers get a peek at what's coming down the pipeline before it lands in their lap like a half-cooked Thanksgiving turkey. In short, sandboxes can be innovation accelerators. But here's the blunt reality. All of that means nothing if the sandbox isn't secure. Speed means nothing if the sandbox leaks. Imagine testing a dangerous new virus in a lab with cracked windows and a broken lock on the freezer door. No sane person would say, well, at least the research will go faster. Yet that's exactly the mindset if we rush into AI sandboxes without first locking down containment. AI isn't a biological pathogen, but it shares one unnerving trait. It spreads. A single model with the wrong capabilities can copy itself, be shared online, and land in the hands of bad actors before regulators even finish their morning coffee. If that happens, the excuse of, but it was just a sandbox test, won't matter to the people harmed. A sandbox that leaks is not a sandbox. It's a launchpad for problems. What real containment looks like. If sandboxes are going to play a role in AI development, they need to be built with the seriousness of a nuclear reactor containment building, not a plastic kiddie box from Walmart. That means isolation. No casual internet connection. If an AI system inside the sandbox is allowed to phone home or scrape the web freely, you've already failed containment. Access control. Only vetted researchers or developers should enter, and every keystroke should be logged. No friend of a friend accounts, no anonymous logins. Constant monitoring. Assume breakout attempts will happen, whether intentional or accidental. Real-time monitoring should detect unusual activity the way an alarm system notices a smashed window. Fail safes. When things go wrong, there should be no hesitation. The system should shut down automatically. No blinking red warning lights. No "are you sure" prompts. Just a hard stop. Outside oversight. Independent auditors must verify the rules are followed. Otherwise, the sandbox becomes a fox guarding the henhouse, or worse, the fox writing the safety rules. These aren't optional extras. They're the bare minimum for calling something a sandbox with a straight face. Texas steps in. Texas has already put its foot on the accelerator. The Texas Responsible Artificial Intelligence Governance Act, signed in June 2025, includes a regulatory sandbox program. The intent is good. Create a space where AI can be tested under limited supervised conditions while broader rules catch up. But here's the million-dollar question. How secure will the sandbox actually be? The law sets up an advisory council and lists prohibited uses like discrimination or manipulative deepfakes, but it leaves many of the gritty details, isolation, monitoring, oversight, to be figured out later. That's where things get tricky. Without airtight safeguards, a sandbox becomes a feel-good headline rather than a real barrier against harm. The bottom line: sandboxing AI is not a bad idea. In fact, it could be one of the smartest tools we have for balancing innovation with safety. But let's be crystal clear. Speeding up AI development is worthless if the sandbox isn't secure. Containment has to come first. Before anyone touts sandboxes as a way to unlock the future, we need to make sure they're locked down tighter than Fort Knox. Otherwise, we're not sandboxing at all. We're stress testing society in real time without its consent. Innovation is exciting, but safety is non-negotiable. Nail down the security of the sandbox first, and only then can we responsibly enjoy the benefits of what's being built inside it. Stay safe, stay secure, and realize that anything less is playing with fire. And fire, once it escapes, doesn't go back in the box. Thanks for tuning in. Now go hit that subscribe button and stay curious, my friends.